I'll give you the Reader's Digest version of my life. I came to Moscow in 1972 as a student, and then came back again in '75 as a student, and then back in '81 as a graduate student, and stayed here since then and raised a family, and have been in independent business. I own C&L Locker Company for 25 years, and now Hog Heaven Sausage Works. I've been involved in a number of community projects. I've been president of Rendezvous in the Park, I think, 8 times, and I'm still on the board of that. I've been president of the Chamber of Commerce. And this year, I was appointed by the mayor to be on the city council, and I probably wouldn't have run for that position on my own, but he encouraged me, and so I took him up on the offer, and it's been a great experience. Very much enjoyed working with the other councilors and the city staff, and met a lot of great people and learned a lot about what it takes to run a city. And I'm very much interested in continuing with some of the projects that I've gotten involved in as a city council member.
My name is Catherine Bonzo. I'm running for City Council, and I'd like to thank the League for having our candidates forum. And I love the fact that we're in the 1912 Center because it represents so much of our community in arts and commerce. So I'm glad you're all here in attendance. I wanted to first introduce the people that have made my campaign possible, and I have 3 young people that I'd like to stand. Let's stand too. These 2 people represent my campaign team. There is Joe Norenia, who's my campaign manager. He hails from Queens. He is a Vanderbilt University graduate, and he is a classically trained pianist. The second person is Marissa Weir. She's the treasurer. She's a University of Idaho student in accounting. She's a sophomore. She loves soccer. And the third person is Bella Campanero. She's a WS student. She and I are both Chi Megas. I advise at the over there at the university for the Chi Mega chapter of 177 women on risk management, and she's a communications major. She's a junior. She's from the West Side, which means she's from Seattle, and I really appreciate them being here for this. Thank you. I decided to run because I like city council. I sat on city council when I lived in Troy. I sat for 4 years, and we had just moved into the community in 1994, and I lived there, and I decided I just want to be part of things. And I do like infrastructure, and I like how decisions are made, and I like that the way we make decisions is by talking to people, asking questions, and looking at what best pulls the city into the next areas that we're going to go. One of the things, one of the reasons that I introduced my campaign team was because I wanted to make it possible for other working people to realize that they could sit on city council, and those people are working for me in kind, and we're also using social media, which is a very valuable tool. You've heard it mentioned quite a bit, but it's been a really great way to get the word out, and I'm hoping that more people want to get involved in the city once they see that I was elected. Not having to raise tons and tons of money to do this. I think that's important. And I would like you to know that my background is I had some projects on city council. I was very interested in the parks and very interested in the infrastructure of the water in Troy, and I worked hard to make sure that our city had a linear park that went through it. So when you go into Troy, that middle section through town, I did the research on it. So that was really important to me.
I'm Dan Karskal, and I arrived in Moscow in 1968 as a newborn. And I've yet to leave. I'm a Moscow High and a U of I graduate. I'm running again because, like as Jim said, we've started some things on council, and I say that a lot. There's a lot of we to it because one person can't do it all on the city council. You gotta put together a quorum of people to get things done. I think right now, while we don't look as eclectic as we really are, you know, we do cover quite a bit of ground across the spectrum on the city council right now. And, you know, we got folks that are retired, folks that are working, you know, regular jobs every day, and you know, it's been a fun experience so far, and we've started some neat projects lately that I'd like to see finished. You know, for example, the biggest one that I want to be a part of is when we do finally cut the ribbon on those ball fields out there we have the joint project with the school district. So I look forward to that. I look forward to getting everybody's vote again this time, and I look forward to serving. Thanks.
Hello, my name is John Freeland, and I work in real estate and in insurance here in Moscow. I'm very politically involved. Our family first came to Moscow back in 2002. I think I'll use this actually, make it easier. Yeah, my dad was a corporate business attorney in Southern California, Los Angeles, and my parents retired up here. And let's see, so I grew up the majority of my life here. I'm also currently very involved in community service aspects of the community, not only with politics. I was recently accepted into the fire department. I'm currently in training. I'm in the Moscow Central Lions Club. The reason that I decided to run for city council was, there were actually a lot of reasons. One of them, Wayne Krause was retiring, and I really have a lot of respect for him, and I consider him one of our best leaders here in the community. And I felt that we needed to have somebody who was on that level step up. And I'm running on a pro-business, pro-growth platform, and also one of where I say I will listen to you no matter what your opinions are, whatever your concerns are for the community. I'm here to listen to you. We have some issues here in the community that I think that we could do a lot better on. I think we're doing a lot better than we have definitely were in the past, several years back. But there's always more room for growth, always more room for improvement. One of the big things I want to do is I want to help get more businesses in here by recruiting them, and also by helping local businesses who are here right now grow and hire more employees and find ways to expand that benefit our community. I also find it necessary that we address more issues of hunger and poverty on the community level here. We've seen a lot of reports in the newspaper recently of just how the statistics have gone way up in those categories over the last couple decades. Another big thing is our roads. Our roads, having good roads as a city, that leads to greater property values. That leads to a lack of potholes. So our kids, I don't have kids obviously, I'm a little bit young, but leads to there not being potholes so that they wreck their bike and end up in Gritman. Leads to just a more beautiful city in general. All of these issues are things that I think we can do better on. We have a lot of money in the bank currently as a city, and I would like to put some of that money especially towards making our roads better. It's a little bit about me, and I thank also the League for hosting this event tonight, and I thank all of you for coming out. And I look forward to getting to know you more and answering all of your questions. Thank you.
Thank you to our candidates for your excellent opening remarks and for staying within the time.